What's up, everybody? It's Nick here, back with another video. Today we're reviewing these redesigned uniforms for every NFL team. I mean, these are not real uniforms. Obviously, some teams did redesign their uniforms this year, but I did not. I did not preface these off of those. So these are just strictly what I'm looking at. I'm not basing it off the new uniforms or anything. But this is every NFL team. So before we get right into this, make sure you go hit that subscribe, like, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about these uniforms in the comments. So we'll get right into this. Alright, so first off, we got 49ers logo and uniform. My mouse wants to work here. But I think it's a pretty clean uniform. There we go. Now my mouse is working. It's a pretty clean uniform. It's not really too different from what it was. It's really, I mean, the stripes are a little different. I'm gonna pop up a picture of the old uniforms right here, so you can get a little look at the comparison. But I think it's pretty clean. I wouldn't mind them wearing these. Next up, we got the Vikings. I kind of don't like these ones, honestly. The yellow on the neck right here is too bright. I think they need to tone the yellow down and make it more of a golden yellow, because right now it's more of like a highlighter yellow, and I really think I think that's too bright and too out there for the Vikings. But I don't know. Titans, I'm gonna say they remind me very much of the Oilers, the Houston Oilers uniforms. The powder blue with that red. It looks like they're trying to be the Oilers. I know they were the Oilers at one point, but I think they need to be their own team, and I like their uniforms they have now. So I'll put a picture of every uniform up when I get to them, so you can compare them. But I really don't like those uniforms at all. Colts. I know the Colts are looking for a new uniform already, but alright, my computer's not cooperating real quick. I'll let it figure out what's doing. But from what I can see, it's there we go. All right. From what I see, it reminds me really a lot of Duke, like Duke's college uniforms. They're blue with a heavy black. I think these are really heavy on the black, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but I don't know. I just don't really like the black on these. It's kind of darkening what the Colts uniforms are usually. Cardinals. Those uniforms I like them. I like the wing on them. The wing's really interesting, and I don't know. The numbers are clean. They're very minimal, but they're really still representative of what the Cardinals uniforms now look like. They're kind of similar, but I like them. I like these uniforms. Next, Bengals. That is a drastic difference. Let me move this ad. Oh my god, ad, stop. There we go. But this is it's very Bengal-esque. Like, it's the helmets are different. And I like the helmets. And I like the uniforms. I don't know about those undersleeve that matches the arm, the shoulder of the sleeve. I don't like that undersleeve. I feel like it's too much of a Bengal design, but I like the helmets, and I like the sleeve or the shoulders, and then the very dull stripes and the numbers. I like that. I like these uniforms. The Bengals ones, that's pretty sick. Alright. Alright, scroll past them. Alright. Buffalo Bills. I like these uniforms. They're really they're really like American themed, which is kind of weird for them because they're not like the Patriots, who are an American themed team. But these are very much red, white, and blue. But they're, I think the blue is, I don't know, something feels off to me about these. I like them, but something just doesn't feel right. But I'll give them, I don't know, I like them. So, moving on from that, Cleveland Browns. We got, alright, these ones are really, they're really plain. I don't like them. I know the Browns uniforms are always really plain, but these are really, really plain. I don't even see the Browns logo on the uniform anywhere. Like, it's not even on the sleeve or anything. So I think they need to put, I think it would look better personally if you put the logo on the sleeve. And I think that's really, I think it just needs a logo because there's no logo on it whatsoever. So yeah, just put a new logo on it is what I suggest. Buccaneers, I'm gonna say these are a lot different from what their new uniforms look like. I'll put a picture of those up, but they're really dull. I want to say they're really matte. They don't really match the old uniforms, which I know they're not supposed to be the old uniforms, but they just don't look like, I don't know, I just don't like them. I like the new uniforms that they have better, but these are not a bad design. Chargers, these ones, that is hideous. I hate that color, yellow. That yellow is not yellow. That yellow is like mustard yellow, at least on the sleeves. But I think that light blue with the yellow and the dark blue doesn't look very good. I don't know, if you have other opinions, let me know in the comments, but I really don't like this one. It's kind of, I just don't like it. It's kind of dookie colored, honestly. So, I don't know. Chiefs, I like these ones. They're very, for some reason these ones are very like new looking, but they're not like too out there. So like the yellow on the sleeve is nice with the red. I like how it's reversed on the away uniforms. I don't know, I can't complain. I like these ones. Dolphins, those ones aren't that bad. These ones are really, well, let's just start off with the Dolphins uniform colors. I don't like, but with what they did with them in this uniform is not that bad. I kind of like these ones. These are kind of in the middle of the ranking if I had to rank them, but they're not terrible. Jacksonville Jaguars. Let's see. These remind me of the old uniforms. I think all they changed on this one was the font of the numbers. It's very much the exact same as the old uniforms. So I can't really say anything about them because they're exactly the same. Jets. These ones, again, another one that looks exactly the same as the old uniforms. I know they changed the logo on the helmets, which I do like, but the uniform itself looks exactly the same. And I think they just changed the font again. I really can't complain about these because they're the same thing as before. There's two in a row that are exactly the same. Detroit Lions. I like that black. That black uniform is kind of tough. But another one of these uniforms that looks clean. It looks clean. It's not too messy. I like that they have the big blue stripe on the shoulder. I like the black. I like the black helmets. They're a lot better than the gray helmets they have now. I like the black. These ones are high up there for me. Giants. Those are hideous. I hate those. That is just that's just a copy of that Lions uniform with the colors switched, and they put random stripes in the numbers for some reason, which I don't understand. And the helmet's not bad. Let me be honest. The helmet's not bad. Uniform, I don't like at all on this one. Carolina Panthers. Another one of these uniforms that I like. I like the little notch in the two there. It changes it up. There's no uniforms like that right now that have a little notch in the numbers. Alright, so moving on to the Ravens. The Ravens uniforms. I like these uniforms. They're clean. But they're very another one of these ones is too dark. The purple and the black, the dark purple and the black is too dark. The purple they have now is light enough that it doesn't really interact with the black too much. It's not too dark, but I think that black and purple is too dark. So, that's another one that's not too bad, but I do not prefer that one. Bears, that's the same uniform they had. They just made it orange. I can't really complain about that. The orange looks pretty cool, but it's the exact same uniform they had before. Falcons. I know the Falcons got new uniforms this year, but this uniform is weird. I don't understand why. If I could, I would take the red uniform and I'd switch that stripe, the red stripe right here, into a white one, because it's reversed here. I think it would look a little brighter on that home uniform. I think it's too dark, but they're not the worst on this list, but they're not my favorite. Redskins are, these ones are weird. I don't like that yellow again. It's like that Dookie mustard yellow again, like the other uniforms, but it's just, and I don't like the white on the home uniforms on the shoulder. It's too white. It's like pure white, and it's just, it looks out of where it's supposed to be. So I don't know. They're not my favorite. Moving on to the Saints here. The Saints, I'm going to have to say, I don't mind these. The uniform numbers are different, and that's something that's unique, because they're really going with the whole Saints vibe, and that I don't know, I like that uniform. I like that the gold. I've always liked that gold color that the Saints used, but I really like that. I like how it says NOLA, because New Orleans, but I think it's different to put a nickname of your city on your uniform. I know the NBA does that with their city jerseys and stuff, but there's nothing in the NFL like that, so I really like that. Raiders, that is a dark gray uniform. That is not the worst. I don't really like the gray on dark gray, because it's really weird. It's just really dark. I don't know. Some of these are really dark and I don't like them. I feel like they need to have a splash of color in there, but you can't really do much with the Raiders colors because they're black, gray, and white. So I understand where their struggle is here, but they're not the worst. Even though they're moving to Las Vegas, this is Oakland, I don't really care. Texans ones are really, I like these ones. I like the little horn on the shoulder that matches the helmet. I mean, I like these. These are probably up there with my favorites in this. I like the red, white, and blue. But I didn't like the red, white, and blue on the Bills one. I think that was weird. But this one looks really clean, and I like it. All right, Rams. These Rams ones are that yellow. I don't know what it is with these yellows. On all these uniforms that have yellow in them, they look terrible. That yellow is, well, they changed their logo anyway this year, so I think they're using these bright blue logos and bright blue. They haven't put out new uniforms yet with that logo, but I'm assuming their uniforms gonna be a brighter blue. So I feel like if they use the brighter blue, which I'm not a fan of, I hate that logo and I hate that. That's a different video though, but I feel like that color is weird. Seahawks uniforms. These ones, that that feather on the shoulders really reminds me of like, it reminds me of the uniform you can get in Madden, and when you relocate your team. This one right here, I'll put it up here. But that's what that reminds me of, that wing. But I don't mind it, honestly. It's kind of different. It's out there. I really like their color rush jersey they have now, the bright green. But I feel like going back to the blue and the white and the with a little hint of green works for them. So I really like these ones. These aren't that bad. Going back to the old Broncos colors here, the Broncos. I feel like that black again is darkening up the whole thing because the uniforms are really bright with the orange and the white and the baby powdered blue. But that black again is one of those, something about putting black on these is really darkening up these logos. I like how they have the old logo on the shoulder, the new logo on the helmet. That's different. I like that. But I don't know, these aren't that bad. I just wish they got rid of that black. This is the 49ers one. I already talked about those once already. I'll skip those. Philadelphia Eagles. These ones, that is the old Eagles numbers with a bright green. That's like a Jets green. That's not the Philly green that I'm used to. I don't like it. I wish they could have got different. I like the design. I just wish they picked a different green. I think that green is too Jets green and not Eagles green. Eagles green needs to be a little darker, but if they just change that color, it'd be a lot better. Moving on to Packers. These uniforms are very new. Packers are a very traditional team, and I think with that yellow uniform is really would not go over well with them. So I don't think the fans would really like this uniform. And the helmets aren't bad, and the away uniform is okay. I wish they didn't use that yellow on the home uniform. I think it's too bright for for the classic Packers stuff. Steelers. These are exact same Steelers uniforms as we had before. I don't mind these. I'm a Steelers fan personally, and I don't mind these. I do like the logo or the stripe on the helmet is yellow on the sides with black in the middle instead of just a yellow stripe and stuff. But I feel like I like these. As a Steelers fan, I like these uniforms. Moving on to the Patriots. These ones are very patriotic. These are like the old 2000s throwback uniforms. These are very much bright red and they're clean. Honestly, I like them. I can't complain about these ones. They're pretty good. I'm moving on to these last ones here. The Cowboys. These ones are the gray uniforms here aren't bad. I really like the gray uniform with the blue and the white with the blue on the other uniform. The stripe on the helmet reminds me of that Steelers one that we just saw, but I still don't see a logo on the uniforms. Some of these don't have a logo on the uniform, and I don't like that. I think you should have your logo on the uniform, but that's just me personally. Uh, I think if they put the star right here on the, I think it looks so much better if they put a star there. But that's really all I gotta say for that one. Alright, in conclusion, I'm gonna have to say that these Saints uniforms are my favorite. They're really clean, and I like the numbers, and I like everything about them. These are probably the cleanest uniforms I've seen on this list. This list was made by, let me see, I want to get the correct person out here because some of these were pretty good uniforms. I don't want to take credit for making these, but this was by Lance Cartelli, and I like these uniforms. And there's probably my favorite out of this whole list. I think I just said that twice, but if you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, turn on that bell notification so I let you know when I upload again, and let me know what you liked in the comments, and peace.